So in this troubleshooting, what we're going to look at is our polarity that's coming into our charge controller. So I've got my multimeter set up. A couple of important things: make sure you're on voltage, make sure you're on DC voltage too. And then what we want to do is we're just going to come in here and look at our PV inputs. You also need to make sure your PV inputs are recorded correctly. So a little tough to see in here, but on this particular inverter, the negatives are side by side. So you want to make sure that everything's wired up. So I've got my red to my positive and my black to my negative. Then all we're going to do is come in and just do a quick touch. And I'm going to try to make sure I'm out of the way here. And you'll see that I'm registering 55 volts DC. And so the big thing here is making sure that there's not a negative symbol over here on this particular multimeter. And we're going to do a video on using your multimeter here shortly too. So this one is wired up correctly. Okay, so we moved to a little safer space to show you the other side of this where you get the reverse polarity. So we've got this incorrectly wired into just a little cheap inverter, so that we don't make enough on the videos to blow up a whole unit. But if you guys want to chip in, we'll blow up a whole unit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this very carefully. We're going to see that where we put the positive and the negative on here, and we may need to move that around a little bit. So you see here that you've got a negative coming in, and that's where the problem is so this is now has reverse polarity. And the problem, we're going to switch up to amps here real quick. You're going to see that the amps are also building up here, and so that's eventually going to cause the blue smoke to come out of this inverter. So we want to get off of that as quickly as possible.